Hi gorgeous people, welcome back. You're with Amira. This is Psychic Readings Live. Let's wait until you come on in. Come on in. Wanted to show you my new ring. I really like this ring. This is a new snake. Isn't this a nice one? It's got like a pinky red like stone in it. Yeah, really like this snake. So that's a new one. I still love my eye ring. Yeah, I love my eye ring. That's one of my favorite ones. I'm going to do some ring tosses today. So the ring tosses come into play as we go through the readings, and we'll be doing it. They're like my gems, and I interpret them as I go along. Yes, I have been diagnosed as being slightly on the autistic spectrum, so all of these things take into account of how we work, yeah, how we're going about doing it. Yeah. Okay, so how is everyone? Welcome, welcome. I have two candle wax readings. One is for Lisa V, who wanted the snake candle for the road opening and the protection and the evil eye remover. So we've got Lisa's there. And we have Michi's pink candle. I'm really surprised that not more of the black lovers candles didn't go. I want you to give me some feedback on that. Is nobody attracted to the black lovers candle? I just thought it would have been, you know, a hit. And anyway, I do have some new snake candles in. I've also got an abundance candle, which is the very highly perfumed, beautiful, abundant candle. And yeah, that's very kind of like soapy almost. It smells almost like soap. It's beautiful. So that's the abundant flower candle. So I've got an abundance candle. I love a pink flower candle. And I might do a special today with the candles of $10 for a candle. I did have a new lot of candles come in, so I'd like to keep the candles going just for today only. So if you do want a candle, get your candle, whatever candle you like. I've still got the candles that you can see here. So I've got the black lovers. I think I finished the pink lovers candle. Yeah, I think I finished those. I think I finished them. Yeah, I'll double check later when we do our tea break. Yeah, so let's have a look and see. Let's have a look and see, everyone. How is everyone? Hi, hi. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone going? Yeah. Hi, Venusian, how are you? Sorry about that guy. What did he end up saying? Did he end up trying to come back, or did you block him? Yeah. I think the black is repelling evil eye from those already in relationship, where the pink is calling in a lover. I think most of your clients are single. Well, I kind of felt like the black lovers was, yeah, I kind of feel like it could be a demographic. So it could be like looking for someone specific, looking for a specific type of person. Yeah, that's what I felt. But I understand the feeling of it. Yeah. Yeah, people tended to go for the pink. Yeah, I wonder what Misty thinks about that. Why the pink, not the black, Misty? You went for the pink one again. Yeah. I do think, well, the pink we could also do like the black, we could also do like a protection of the energy around it. Yeah. We could do a protection of the energy, like with the black one. Could be protective as well. Yeah, I wanted to show you my new snake. My new snake. Yeah, I like this one. Thanks, Goddess 33. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's do the pre-order candles for Miss Misty and also for Lisa. So Lisa's coming up next. We'll do Misty first. Oh, there's something that's kind of popped off here. Looks almost like it's got a tail. Looks like a bit of a sea creature, like a dolphin. So that's good times coming and feeling a lot happier and a lot more content. I hope your move went well. Let us know in the comments how everything's going on your side with the move, with everything that's going on, with the disruption with your mother. She's going to feel the shift. Yeah, you've got like quite a bit of sea fish here, like elements of fish. So that's more money. Okay, so this is a fish or a dolphin, so it's more money. You've got at least two here. There could be a third one popping up. There's also a heart emerging here, but it's got a bit of a tail on it. There's another heart here. There's a heart here. There's a heart here. Yeah, there's lots of hearts. I've also got boots. Somebody who wears boots or has big feet. It almost looks like a bunny rabbit's foot. Yeah. So there's also a warning here not to get pregnant, because wherever rabbits are, there's a pregnancy potential there as well. There has been a lot of pregnancy cards that have come up, so that's for the collective. Everybody that comes in needs to be aware of that. Yeah, because I've put that out there to quite a few of you. There's a bit of a pregnancy vibe of having an unwanted pregnancy, or not unwanted, but unexpected pregnancy. We've got more hearts here. Looks like the sun is coming up here. It's like finally things are starting to rise up to the surface and feel a lot more blessed. I do feel there's a definite heart. There's two hearts there overlapping. So I feel like there's a big love energy here. I feel like with moving out, you've got actually a really nice love energy here. Yeah, a love energy. This here looks to me like a slide or a chute. So something is going to be coming your way. It could even be around a park where children are playing, like on slides and things like that. So you might start like an exercise regime, like a walking around the neighborhood. You might go around a park or something like that. There could be some fun out there as well. Some dog parks as well. You might meet somebody around a dog park or walking their dog or something like that. So I feel out and about. For you, Misty, I felt like you're going to meet somebody in and around your neighborhood, your new neighborhood. It almost looks like a bow. So I feel like you're going to get dressed up and go to a specific event or something like that, like putting on a nice dress, going out to a specific event. You are thinking of getting a pet, but it might be too early. It might be like, okay, we've got, have you got a pet already or a cat? Did you take a cat with you? Yeah. Let me just pick 3 cards about anything else we need to know for Misty. Anything else we need to know? I'm getting an A initial. Action. And a T. Okay, you've definitely got a potential new love interest coming in, or you're making a judgment about an existing love interest. I would say, Misty, with this new energy, Don't look back. I wouldn't be engaging with anyone from the past. I understand if you have to go and stay at the Gemini's house, but there has to be a workaround. Try to work around your credit score and work something out. And maybe find like a cheap motel to go to. Like there are weekly motels, like you can go and stay at motels on a weekly basis. And some of them can be okay. I feel like you're moving forward. I feel like the bus is going to be there as well. You've got a new bus coming in. Yeah, so sometimes you can find a weekly rental or a monthly rental even at a motel. You might want to have a look at that on the side, to have something on the side, to have your own independence instead of relying on other people. You've been strategizing, yeah. Oh, you've been planning to repurchase some upscale gowns. Okay, nice. Apartments don't allow animals there. That's a good point. Yep. Often they don't. Yeah. Often they don't. There's a school park right next to the apartment complex. Excellent. It's really nice looking. School or daycare or whatever it is. Yeah. Well, that gives you an indication. Free Willy. Yeah. Free Willy. Yeah. That sounds right. Purchasing on you. Have a look on Facebook Marketplace as well. You can pick up some furniture there. You can pick up some furniture there. Yeah, there's lots of other ways of getting furniture, and especially if you don't have furniture, some of the charities, they will deliver you furniture. Like, I don't know what they have in America, St. Vincent de Paul or other charities, they have furniture allocations to people who don't have any money. So don't borrow any, put it on any credit. Try to get furniture delivered for free or offered at a very low price. Okay, let's have a look at Lisa. All right, Lisa V, let's have a look. Okay, we've got a beautiful round circle here. That's very unique. Feel like that's a solid base, but I also feel like things might have been going around in a circle. I do feel like it's a moon as well. It's also got a bit of a face like an orange. It's got a little nose on it and 2 eyes and a mouth. It almost looks like a comical orange. It reminds me of Florida. So I don't know where you are, if you've got some sort of connection with Florida coming up. Florida being the state of oranges. I've also got a pine tree coming up here, but it looks like it's got a hook on it. So there could be some situation coming up around the holidays, around Christmas, around being hooked into doing something or going somewhere around the Christmas time that you may or may not want to, or you might want to go somewhere around Christmas that you really like. So it's saying to put your priorities in order with what you want to do at Christmas, and try not to go ahead with what other people want you to do. It's like you've got fun in the sun here. So we've got this road opening and removal of negative energy spell here for Lisa. So there's a lot of busyness here. So I feel like it's also a rising up, and the crows are agreeing. There's different forks in the road where you can go off, and you've been given some choices here. Somebody's giving you a hand. I feel like they're giving you help. And underneath what's behind you here is just a whole wash of stuff that's been going on. I feel like there's been a lot going on, And a couple of people have hooks into you. Here's another hook. So just be careful with the hooks. People try to manipulate you and hook you into their agendas. Can be narcissists, can be sociopaths, can be all sorts of people for their own agendas. Okay. I'm just getting the words, the devil's in the details. There's a lot of chatting here. I'm getting like the balloon chat of a chat here. Balloons of chatting. So there might be a lot of talk and no action. And the devil's in the details, but it's also in the action. This is very intricate. It's like you've got 1, 2 steps to go. It's like you feel like you're ready to make a move or 2 steps towards a specific direction. You also have a tail here. It looks like a fish tail as well. So there is money involved. And there could be somebody trying to control your money, or you're taking back control of your money and finances. There looks like a bum here. So if there's somebody in your life who's not pulling their weight, it could be a child, it could be a husband, it could be a partner. They're actually being a bum. Now we've got a heart here as well. So there's a couple of hearts. You might feel very much connected to a love energy coming in and trying to get rid of what's no longer needed around you as well, and any evil eyes that are surrounding you and around this love interest moving forward. If you don't have a love interest in, then they're coming in. And you're going to hear about something through the grapevine. There's a lot of there's a bird here. So there's a lot of talk still and no action. So you've got almost 1, 2, 3, 4 love hearts almost. So there could be a bit of a crowded relationship, whether it's family or personal, romantic relationship. There's more kind of heart related things over here as well. I've got the letter C here in this orange or face. So somebody's got a very round face, and the 2 nose and the mouth are going into a C initial. It's so it's even got a little bangs there as well. Yeah, it's really significant. So do you recognize this person? Do you recognize this person? Yeah. Yeah. There's also a wave here. It's almost like, okay, the sea's washing things out. Definitely washing things out. I feel like the candle is shifting out the, you know, the chaos. It's a bit chaotic, this section, and it's shifting out this crazy kind of chaotic energy. So yeah, that's interesting. This looks a bit like a why. You're asking yourself questions. You're asking yourself why. Why is this happening to me? Why is this going on? And on another note, we've got like this orange is about to explode or pop off. And it's like rising into its higher situation. And it could be also you getting inspired from spirit or downloads from spirit here on this you know, section. So let me pick 3 cards for Lisa. What else do we need to know for Lisa? you're attempting to make something happen. So you're kind of trying to push something through, whether it's the sale of a property or a move or a divorce or something. Okay. 5 of Rods, Ace of Rods, Emperor. Could be a battle on your hands or something, or an attraction with an Emperor. Could be an Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, or a strong attraction on your hands, or some sort of energetic fight with this person. Could be a father figure, boss, or some man in your life. So positively, it's somebody coming in who is an attraction. He's very much in control though. He feels like he's in power. So I feel like it's about you not giving your power away. You've got the Lovers underneath, yeah. And the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So it could be a crowded relationship or somebody who has a third party, whether it's personal or family. Third parties can also be family. It can be things getting in your way of a relationship that are not romantic. Yeah, it can be lots of different things. Third parties. It depends on the person, the situation. It can even be friends. It can even be, you know, I had a boyfriend years ago and I actually thought he had an emotional love interest with another man, another guy, young guy. Like we were all very young, but young. Yeah. Like his best mate. I felt like he was emotionally in love with his best mate. It was a weird situation. I don't think he was having an affair with him or anything. I just think he had this emotional thing going on. And it was very weird. Yeah, so there's all sorts of third parties. All sorts of third parties. But there is an attraction here or there's a litigation. It could go one way or the other. Yep. Thank you, Lisa. What candles do we have left? Somebody asked. We have the beautiful black Lovers candles. And I feel like they're positive. I don't think they're a negative candle. Some of you are a bit afraid of them or want like bad energy to remove from. Can also be used for opening the road or removing any negative eyes from a love situation. I've got the lovely snake. I've got a couple of snakes left. I've got an Abundance Roses candle. That's a nice abundant color, very earthy, very Taurian, very Venusian, very Lakshmi, very goldy color, sort of goldy coffee color. And I've got the pink love candle as well. And it can be anything to do with your particular wishes and desires. So just think about your wishes and desires, and anything can be imprinted on the candle. Okay. Thank you. And all of the candle donations are done through my website, amiracelon.com, under the donation button. And also for those in Dubai, you can go on Wise. If you don't have Cash App, Venmo or PayPal, you can go on Wise. Or there's also Revolut for those of you who are in Australia. Some of you use Revolut. Okay. Or internationally as well. So that's $15 US for the candles, and a special $10 today, just today, if any of you'd like an extra candle. Okay, Ella got that, thank you. Hi, Cole Kelleher, Gemini. Ah, you've been strategizing. Excellent. Excellent, Mystique. Hi, Elaine. How are you? You're back. Goddess 33, you're first off. So we're going to go into the orders at the moment on the chat. If you do donate offline, please let me know. And I will check the Cash Apps, the Venmos and everything. I might have to close the window because there's some sort of machine outside and I might have to put on the AC. Just a second. And I'll get a tea in this at the same time. I'm back, guys. I just had to go downstairs. There was someone banging on the door as well. Oh God, it doesn't stop, does it? Yeah. Anyway. Okay, let's have a look and see. Goddess 33, what's going on? Yeah. Any warning or advice on this guy, Philip? I'm seeing he has run into some legal trouble, but I'm going. You're going where? You're going where? You're going where, Goddess 33? Where are you going? You're going to try and stay away from him. Too many problems he has. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he could be, look, he could be a, you know, he could be an energy vampire, which can be a narcissist or a sociopath. A lot of these guys with problems will try to suck the energy out of you to try to get their needs met, you know. And he knew that he had these problems before they even started. before he even met you. He knew. Yeah, you've got options and choices. You don't have to be entertaining with him. He knew very well. No, you're going to put a stop to him. You might even block him. He's got some judge or somebody looking, like somebody analysing a situation, judge or lawyer or somebody. It's not really your problem though, is it? There we go. Yeah, he kind of just wanted to have lovers. He wanted to maybe come and live with you. Not what you want. Or he might be looking for someone to live with if your situation is not ideal. He might have been looking for somebody to live with. Let me do my ring toss. Does everybody like my new ring? My new snake. I got a new snake. I just couldn't resist it. It's a reddish, pinky, crimson, you could say, stones on it. I don't know if he's still legally married, is what I'm getting from these rings together. I don't know if he's still legally married or he's got legal stuff with a woman he's involved with. You've turned away the eye, so you've turned away the eye. He is looking for money and wealth and bounty and gifts and stuff like that. Are you worried about this guy? I don't think you're in any danger. I don't think you're in any danger. Yeah. Are you worried about this guy? If you've decided you're gone already, I don't see what the issue is. I feel like you've made the right decision and there's somebody else coming on in. I feel like you've got options. You've got options and choices. Goddess 33. I feel like you've got someone else coming in. Yeah. Oh, you've got one similar with the snake? Yes. Wear your snake ring, wear your eye, your evil eye jewelry. You want warnings and advice as well, Michi. Okay. Some of you have more warnings than others. Like not all of you have all the warnings or need to be, worried, concerned. Some of you are somehow highly protected, especially Michi if you've had two husbands, basically. One's gone brain dead, the other one is deceased. You know what I mean? Some of you are on a different trajectory. You knew it was temporary. You're not worried. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, but if there's any warnings that come up, the warning about pregnancy is definitely there for you, Michi. If anything else, you've got always the abundance there around you. Yeah. Thanks, Mex, for the moderation. Thanks, Venusian. Candle special tonight, only $10. Yes, all candles are left. I've got new candles in. I've got the black lovers. I have the snake pillar candle. I've got the roses. I don't think I've got any pink lovers left. Let me double check. I don't think I've got any pink lovers. No, I've got the black lovers. I don't have any pink lovers left. They went really quick. I thought the black lovers would be more popular, but no. Sometimes it's not what you think, is it? And pregnancies in the collective, guys. Absolutely, Venusian. Absolutely. The black lovers and the snake for Michi. Okay, I've got more snakes as well. I do have more snakes left. The black lovers and the snake for Michi. Good choice. Good choice. Okay, I'm putting those on the side. So we've got those done. Oh, your tubes are clamped, Misty. Yeah, I kind of worry. I think about you sometimes getting pregnant again, but it might be somebody around you. Like your son, I picked up on that one. You sent a cash app. Thank you, Venusian. Thank you, thank you. What was the cash app for? Yes, Goddess 33, keep your distance. He's not going to get in your vortex. Yeah. Hi, Elaine. How are you, my dear? How did everything go? Okay, thinking about IT, would you get into that if you start studying now? IT help desk? I think you could. What's this chopping and changing your careers all the time? Why aren't you happy with what you're doing? Like, what's going on? Your daughter's twin brother's pregnant. Yeah, girlfriend's pregnant. Yes. Hi, Lisa. How are you? That was your candle, I believe we did at the beginning. Was that your candle? Was it somebody else's? Okay. Lisa V. Okay. Thinking about going into IT. Elaine. Okay, Elaine. Is it going to be worth it? It might be a bit exhausting. I don't know. Things are up in the air around it. What about going into AI? If you're going to learn something new, why don't you do something with AI? Do something for future. I know that people are getting into AI. They're writing scripts for AI and things like that, writing things for AI. Should Elaine get into IT? It's giving me a yes. Should Elaine get into AI? Potential yes. Yeah, I feel like, I feel like it's your choice. I feel like, is it worth it? Is the squeeze worth the juice is what I'm getting with this. Is the squeeze worth the juice? You've got to weigh up your pros and cons and work out where is the best way to go with all of these ideas for career, and just stick to one and go for it. Yeah, and just kind of hone in on that one thing. Are you still looking at the Scrum Master thing? Yeah, you've got to hone in on the one thing and just stick to that. Okay. It's like too many diversions. Okay, let's have a look at Libra Venus. Libra Venus, how are you from the UK? Thank you for your donation. Should I try online dating? Would there be any romantic prospects that would be worth the time on there? That's a good question. I mean, online dating at the moment has become a bit rubbish. But some platforms are what they are. You might go out to a singles meetup group or something like that. Venus Libra. Singles meetup group for your age category. I think it's nice to meet people in person. more than online. You could meet somebody, yes, but it could end up in kind of like a stalemate. It could be a spiritually enlightening venture. I'm getting a B initial, like a Bob, Brett, Bill. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing a bit of online dating and just testing the water. Put your toe in the water and just see what's out there. And if it's really frustrating and it doesn't work out and it doesn't flow, then you've got your answer. I feel like there's no harm in trying. I'm 80% saying yes, have a feel of it. There's no harm in trying. But if you've tried it, hasn't been that successful, then I would look for other options. Like for Venusian, I would say in person is better for you. General advice for November and December. Did that Italian guy end up resurfacing? JD, how are you, JD? General advice for November, December. Do you have any topic or interest you'd like to look at, JD? Did you block him, Venusian, or did you just tell him what you thought? Yeah, he's just wasting the time waster. He just wants attention. He's an athlete, he wants attention. You know, some of these men, honestly. Any particular area, JD? Yeah, you don't tolerate that type of behavior, especially if you've done a phone call and all of that sort of thing. No, you're better off meeting somebody who's got his ducks in a row, currently moving from a very toxic workplace. Oh, you deactivated your account. Okay. JD. General advice November to December. You're taking the money and you're running, it looks like. You're getting your wishes come true. Your wishes feel like you need to reevaluate your wishes, dreams and hopes and desires and restructure that, rework a new plan. You're setting up a new plan, JD. These people have been causing quite a lot of turmoil, mental stress, physical stress, sleepless nights, etc. And everything's been turned on its head. I feel like you might be doing some legal action. The legal action might make you feel stuck or might make you feel like you're still connected to this place. But I do feel like you're going to come out of this with more insight into a new job offer. Yeah, you've got a new job offer coming in 2 to 3 months out, if that. So you have to cut it off. Yeah, I feel like yes. There's too much gossip going on there. There's too much going on behind your back. It's not in line anymore with your wishes and dreams. Yeah, it's not in line anymore with your wishes and dreams. And that's really what it's about. It's kind of coming back to basics, rewriting the script of what your current wishes and dreams are, because they could have changed. All right? Yeah. Okay, yes, I feel like you're going to get a job offer and probably in 3 months. It could be January. 12-month reading for Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine. Will I start working this month? Okay. 12-month for Lorraine. Will you start working this month? Let's have a look for Lorraine. We did a cash. We've got a cash out there too, haven't we? Venusian. Don't forget the offline donations. Okay. What have we got with the offline donations? Oh, we also had, sorry, I missed one. Maybe we should do those first. We'll do those first. Venusian Cash App and L Cash App as well. And 2 donations for the candles. Thank you for that, Misty. What candle did you want, Misty? And Michi, I put your candles to the side. They're off. Michi's got the black snake and the lovers. There's more black snakes and lovers as well. Okay. You're not switching careers, help desk, okay. What was your question, Venusian? Did you do a question? Yes, black lover's candle for Misty. And the tan flower abundance candle. Okay, that's for Misty. All right. I still feel horrible like a friend for not being able to attend. Oh, okay. What was your question, Venusian? Oh, you got a black lover's candle and a new moon reading. Okay, let me bring all the candles over. I've also got 3 more of those abundance candles. So Venusian black lover's candle and new moon reading. Okay, that's for Venusian. So that's the last black lover's candle. Okay, so we've got 2 snakes, we've got 1 pink and 4 of these left. Okay, so we've got that sorted out. Okay, first in, first serve. So they're all taken. All of these ones are taken. Yep. New moon reading, and we've also got the behind the scenes cash app from L. Oh, you'd like the rose tan. The tan rose candle, that's for L then, that's for L as well. I've got 3 more of those left. Got to keep track of all of this. I should write it down, but I can always go back and look. Okay. Let's do the cash apps first, and then we'll go back to the super chats. All right. L, I think, was next, and Venusian for those. I'm just scrolling back to make sure we've covered everything. L. You'd like to know if the 3 boys that are pounding on your door live in a small 3-level condo at Woodlake. Will the police catch them? Okay. I feel like one of them lives there. I think you're getting close, in the vicinity of. I don't know if they're cousins. I don't know if they're cousins. Okay. Three boys that are pounding on your door. 3-level condos in Westlake. Yes, I feel like one of them lives on the 2nd floor. They could be neighbours. They could all live there. But no, I don't think they all live there. I think one of the main ones lives there, or they all stay over there. Where does the other boy live? Does he live down the road? No. Do all the boys live in this condo? Yeah, I feel like they're related. So they could be staying there. I feel like they're related. Okay, are they on the ground floor? Are they on the 2nd floor? Yes, I got a big yes with that. Are they on the 3rd floor? No, I feel like they're on the 2nd floor. I'm getting a 222 or a 2 number with that. Number 22, okay. What's on the 2nd floor? 203. Something with a 222, 203. I don't think they're all together, but I think they're living, they could be neighbours or just visiting. A couple of them might be visiting, but there's one main one that lives there. Why don't you get in your car and follow them? Okay, will the police catch them? Yes, they've been a nuisance, not just to you, but to many other people. They're harassing a very old lady, is what I'm seeing. Okay, have they been caught before? They got a warning. I feel like I'm just getting the words, they got a warning. I think they're underage, aren't they? Underage. Oh, that's how you know you followed them. Good for you. Yeah. They're going to high school though, aren't they? Are they at high school? Some of them are. Yeah. Some of them are. Who do you think they're living with? Somebody need to take them over their knee. Who do you think they're living with? Yeah. I'm getting like uncle, so I feel like they're related. Like there might be a cousin there or something like that. Or visiting. Okay. General advice, JD, from... Oh, we did that one, didn't we? Lorraine, we're up to Lorraine, 12 months. 12 months on work in your apartment. Will I start working this month? You can say something. Mystique, I think she's on top of things. And your new moon reading, exactly, Venusian. That's coming up next. Oh, that's next. Yeah, that's next. We'll do Lorraine and then we'll do Venusian. Hello, Lorraine. Let's have a look for you. What's going on? What's going on? 12 month from November. We're already cruising in towards the middle of November now. Okay, something's going to come through this month. Work-wise, I feel like you're going to start something. Something's going to start off. I don't know if you ended up registering and doing what Michi's doing as a practitioner. Yeah, as a freelancer to do your own business type of thing, but that could come in for the holidays. I feel like there's people there that need help through the holidays and their families are not around or they're traveling, etc. So you might have, picking up an older lady. Coming in for you. Why am I getting this squirrely feeling for early next year? What's going on with the Seven of Cups and the Devil? It's saying to hold tight for the right things to come to you, to be very clear about what you want, and not to go for things out of desperation, but to be very clear. And I know that sounds tricky in the time that you're in at the moment, but things are going to come together. You're going to feel like you've got the right agreement, the right situation. You could even come into a relationship around April. Things are moving forward. You've got more things to choose from than you think, and you'll get a choice and decision to make about the direction you're going in May. It might make you move forward to a new direction or a new dynamic that's going to get you more money in May, June. July is looking very good, emotionally and financially as well, and offers wise and direction wise. July, August. You might take some time out in September, and then I feel like things are moving forward in October. Are you going to get a new job by the end of the month? Yes, could have more responsibilities attached to it, something that takes you kind of further up the totem pole. So you might get something that's more involving a title, or working for yourself by yourself, or something like that. You might even have too many offers, you can't do them all. So I don't know if you've actually tried to... You're doing interviews though, you're doing meetings. They're definitely there. So I don't know if you've tried to go out freelancing, but I would say try to do that. I can see you living working somewhere near where you live and it's easy to get there. And it could be similar to what Michi's doing. She's looking after an older man. It could be an older woman for you. Okay. It might be at their home. I'm getting like Upper East Side, something very exclusive. Something ritzy and exclusive, somewhere that is affluent street, affluent neighborhood. That's where I see you going to work. Yeah. Okay. Venusian will come to you. Now we've got you on, was it the full moon reading? New moon reading. New moon's coming up, is it? New moon in, what sign is it going to be in? Is it Sagittarius new moon? Or Scorpio? Okay. I'm getting the word sassy for you, and also something to do with cowboy boots. But girls' boots. So I think you might be going to another one of these rodeo things. It might not be connected to the previous guy. You're going to some sort of an event. Could be a themed party. I'm getting the word Texas as well. New starts, new beginnings. Yeah, you're throwing out the old demographic of what you've been focusing on. It's like, no, we're going to turn this around. We're going to turn this around. Making a decision about something, as you know, Librans can take a little bit to weigh up the pros and cons. You've got two indecisive cards here about this contract that you're going into or looking at. You might be going on a little road trip or driving with your car, going somewhere or moving forward in general. You could also have a Taurus or a Cancer or an air sign male around you. Let me just pull a card. I know that you're not talking to that Italian guy, but you're not going to let him back in either. But what was his deal? I think it was just attention. He might be trying to get a green card as well. He might have some sort of a visa, but he might be trying to get a green card. And he's just playing it as he plays it. Italy's not the best place to live right now. Let's see what else for Venusian. What's going on? I need to ask a question about how and where you're going to meet your next serious relationship, husband, partner. How and where. Yeah, you're sick of these guys stringing you along is a message I'm getting. Yeah, they're stringing, any string along, you're going to just disappear off the scene. You're going to try a different way, a new way, and a new environment. And these tents come up. It could be at a fair. It could be at a race, horse racing. It could be at some sort of marquee, like an event. It could be through a new job, a new contract, a new situation. Could be a Libra. Somebody very generous though. They could be a lawyer or has some legal expertise, but they feel very generous, and they're also going to be generous towards your child as well, your daughter. Somebody who is quite extrovert and is engaging is a happy person. He's definitely got money, he's established, and I feel like it could be older, this one. So maybe the prediction of this younger guy with an accent from Europe needed to come in, but you know, sometimes if you protect, if spirit doesn't want you to be with somebody, they'll just freaking remove them out of your way. Yep. Out of your way so you can get the right one in. Yeah, this guy's happy. He's established. He's friendly. And I feel like he's very good at business, or he's a businessman. Yeah. The how and the when we didn't quite, you know, come out in the cards, but we've got the picture. There is somebody on the horizon. Why should you help her set up this Medicaid thing? Why can't her family do it? What's wrong with these people? Mystique, you don't have to caretake everybody. You have enough on your plate right now to be doing what you need to do. Also, there's charity organizations that bring new furniture over for you, so you can get onto them. Yeah, you don't have to be getting bed bugs and all those sorts of things. Yeah, you can't be rescuing, caretaking all these people that don't even belong to you, and they're not even looking after your best interests. Yeah. Just tell her where to go and she can go by herself. Okay, Lisa, they're looking for the person now, but the judge told me to fill out more paperwork. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. You think you should have started there instead of going into the Scrum Master. Okay. Yeah, you've got to work out what direction you want to go in with your career. Yes, they are weird most often than not. Exactly. All right, Misty. My cancer friend in Alabama got married. Oh my God, and I was unable to go because of the move. Well, you're unable to go just because of everything, you know, like, yeah. What do I need to know about Tomikia's feelings towards you? Okay. You know, you were moving, and it's not like you're in the best situation to be doing anything, like going interstate for weddings and spending money. No, one thing at a time. Get your credit score sorted out so you can get your own base. Tomikia. I think she's happy that she's finally gotten married. I think she's happy. She knew that you couldn't come anyway. And I feel like she's supporting you from getting away from your family. In a sense, getting away from your parents. How does she feel about you? I feel like she understands the situation. She does want you to go down there though at some point, but you know, you can go down when you're good and ready. I feel like she's sort of caught up in her own stuff right now. Yeah. I feel like you can go down when you're good and ready, and, you know, she may or may not have, she might have been thinking that she was unsure about this marriage and she wanted you to try to help her confirm it. She might feel a bit bound and tied with this guy, and that, you know, is he the best choice for her? Is he a snake? Is it going to change? She's not 100% sure about him, and she wanted you, because you're the empath, to go and help her, and it's not your job to do that. It's not your job to do that. She wanted you down there for ulterior motives, to help her with going through it all. Yeah. And your guidance and everything. So it is what it is, Misty, and you're going to have other friends that you're going to get in your new life. You know, this is your new life. This is about starting a clean slate. It's about not thinking about or living in the past, which I've done on many occasions. And I know what it's like. It's about moving forward. Yeah. What's Angelica's feelings towards you? She called to vent about a sensitive issue, and I shared a personal similar experience. She rushed off the phone. Did I make her uncomfortable with the details? That's a good one. Yeah, put it back on them. Yeah. Look, a lot of us have borderline personality disorder, you know, because of our traumatic childhoods and being abused by our parents, you know. So I'm not surprised, you know, and this also goes down to your friend, because most empaths have borderline or something going on. Who's Angelica? Who's Angelica? What's her relationship to you? We're very pretty much blunt with each other when it comes to our situations, and I saw she had doubts with him, and I told her she needs to ask herself if that's who she really wants to settle with. Yeah, well, she's settled, hasn't she? Well, it's not your problem if something's wrong with somebody else's trigger, you know. If they got triggered, that's their problem, and they have to deal with their own trigger. She lives down south. Yeah, you met some people on, well, you know, these people just want like all of the advice and everything, and she's probably become friends with you because she wants a reading. You know, you have to be careful when you're working in the industry. People just want to be friends so they can have a reading. So, you know, yeah, she probably didn't want to listen to your story. She just wanted to have you tune into her story. You know, a lot of people are very self-seeking. I'm sorry to say that, but it's survival out there, you know. Get some friends in your local area that you can do fun things together, which are not about hysterical drama and, you know, issues. It's about creating business and moving forward in your life. People who can help you with your business, with your catering, with your spiritual business, with your life, with properties, with real estate. Find people that are going to help you, and you can work in together with them to help them in whatever they're doing. Yeah, collaboration. And acquaintances. I wouldn't say any of these people are real friends, you know, acquaintances. Some of them are going to be friends, but some of them are acquaintances. She might have felt like you overshared because you shared your stuff, you put it back on, you know, you gave her an example, and she's probably realizing that you've been through a lot more than she has, in a sense. Not that anybody's stuff is comparable, because everybody is given what they can handle from spirit. Yeah, I feel like the grass is not greener on the other side is a message I'm getting for you, that the women in the South can be your clients, that you can make whatever you want to do in your city happen. And sometimes people can't handle the truth. Sometimes they can't handle the truth. And they don't want to deal with the truth. They don't want to deal with your truth. They don't want to deal with any sort of straight talk. Even though they might say that they do, a lot of them can't deal with it. So I would say she's stuck between a rock and a hard place. She might be with somebody she doesn't want to be with here. And there's a lot of drama going on around her. You don't need anybody else's drama right now at all. You've got enough to deal with. Yeah, you're going to make a decision about her. And you're going to be focusing on your money. And also your well-being, fitness, and energy. I can see your message there, Mystique, yeah. You did a general collective message, and I did tell her it seemed like it fell into that category. Yeah, well, you don't, you know, she should be a client if she's not you know, you don't know her personally. No. Hi, Cassandra. You go to the link in the bio that Venusian put there. It's a pinned link at the very top. And the Cash App and the Venmo are there. You've got a lot of other things to be focusing on, Misty. You don't need to be focusing on these people needing a reading, you know. When she calls you, she's always really down. And she's dumping it. It's like energy vampire stuff, dumping her stuff on you. I had a friend once who used to talk for 1 hour straight on the phone. I couldn't get a word in. And that was it. You know, and she was a very dear friend of mine I'd known for many, many years. And she couldn't handle the fact that I told her, I can't listen to this anymore. There's got to be some sort of wiggle room in all of this. Oh, okay. No problem, Minchi, no problem. No problem. Yes, Misty, you've got to be careful. Yeah. Now, I've got a girlfriend who is also an empath, but she doesn't work in the industry. And people have been coming to her as well. And she just says, okay, I'm just charging $50 now. Like, you know, if you want a reading, she'll do it. Yeah, so that's it, you know. They want a reading. They want you to connect to their spirits and all of that, their guides and their ancestors and mediumship and everything else. Yeah. A lot of people have problems, and people who have problems, there's a lot of options. They can have a psychotherapist. They can get psychotherapy. They can do this. They can do that. They can do all sorts of things. They can call the church, the pastor, or even the free helplines, you know. There's a lot of tools out there people can go and be part of. They can go to 12-step programs, which are free. They can call the helplines, which are free. They can do all sorts of things that are free, you know. So there's a certain line. Oh, I haven't done your reading yet, Michi. What was the question? I got your candle put on the side. And we've got Maria here. Hi, Maria, MJ, Ladybug, how are you? Will Melissa get fired or leave soon? God, there's always this workplace drama, isn't there, going on? Let's have a look, MJ. And we'll come to you next, Michi. What's going on? What's your question? If we can untime out Misty, that would be great. It was an accident. Advice and warnings about love life. Okay, got it. Will Melissa get fired soon? I think it's difficult to get fired. I think she's just passing the bar. Just passing the bar. Is she having sex with somebody there? Are you picking up that she's having sex with the owner or somebody? I don't know, I just got that message. The writing's on the wall. There has been discord there. Will Melissa get fired in November? I'm getting a yes. The message I got was she's going to be forced to leave. She might be forced to leave on her own without getting fired. Is she going to be forced to leave? Small yes. Because if she doesn't leave, they will fire her. Yeah, there's been an upset and throwing the baby out with the bathwater. There's something going on here with a turmoil, upset. The shit hits the fan, basically, is what I'm seeing here with all of this. And people are not happy with her, especially one male. She might have had sex with somebody and juicy. It's very juicy today, isn't it? And now she's threatening him. You tried to fix it, but I won't let you. Okay, so never mind. Sorry about that, Misty. For some reason, you were accidentally putting time out, but it's okay. You'll be back on next roll around. Let me see if I can try to do anything for Misty. It's not saying that she's in timeout. Maybe if I replace the pinned message, she might come back on. That's very strange. Yeah. Okay. You feel like that, MJ. Okay, you got that? Yeah, you got that message. Except you sent the Cash App, Cassandra. Thank you for that. We'll come down to you after the Cash App for Michi is done. Michi is advice and warnings about love life. How many children have you got there at the moment, Michi? You've got 5? 5's a good number. 5's a good number. Your Gemini's very vocal, very vocal. And the cats, you got the cats, the Gemini. Oh, 4. I thought you had 5. Oh, you got 4 there. Oh, the fifth one, your son's not there. He's in the other state, isn't he? Legal matters. Feeling on fire. Once the sun goes into Sagittarius, yeah, it's good. You might have another child. You could have another child in there somewhere. Yeah, you could still have another child. Could keep on going. Third time lucky. Third husband luckier. Yeah. You got money from the state because this husband of yours is in he's not good with his, yeah, the accident. Which is good. Okay. What's this Ten of Swords? Doing something. There could be some secrets about some guys behind your back. How many boys and how many girls have you got all together? You got 3 and 2. Third or myrtle. Yeah, exactly. And what if you have children young, you're more likely to have more children. Ten of Swords. 2 boys and 3 girls. Well, I think it might be a 3 and a 3. Could be another boy. There could be something that love warnings. I don't feel like there's a lot of warnings here, to be honest, but I feel like there could be a potential child on the horizon. If you wanted another child, it's up to you. There could also be something that the love interest is not telling you. There could be a love interest not telling you the full story. They could have a child that you don't know about, or there's something that they're not telling you, they're keeping hidden. Just really check these guys out. Make sure you video call them. Make sure you check them all out. The Sun and the Magician, yeah. You're a bit indecisive about going somewhere. You might be indecisive, even though you want to go to Denver or to Colorado. You might be a bit indecisive about it. Something else might come up that might give you an option. They're not going to be all liberals in Seattle, are they? I don't know. Yeah, dating in Seattle. They're all pussies, aren't they? You want a real man. Your Gemini child is very intuitive. She's very psychic. She's got psychic channeled messages that she's bringing through. She might, so listen to what she says, because it could be information she's giving you from spirit. It could be information she's giving you about a father. Could be information that she helps channel you with. She talks about a past life all the time. Yeah. It's also how you present, Michi. It's not a criticism, but if you present in a certain way, liberal men are going to be attracted to you. So if you look, you know, like you've got your nice piercings and tattoos or whatever you have, men are going to, you know, alternative types of men are going to be attracted to that, or more liberal types of men are going to be attracted to that. If you want to attract a man who's not liberal, you might have to change your whole look. Yeah. You might have to change your whole look. Yeah, so, you know, and that would just involve taking the piercings out, nothing else. Because I feel like, you know, your hair and everything else is very on point, presentable, and everything. I mean, you're a fantastic mother. You're a great cook as well. You know, sometimes people with Sagittarius, Aquarius mix, they like to be different. They like to be the rebel. They like to be alternative. It's a sense of freedom, you know. It's like the hard wig theory. What's the hard wig theory? What's that? She knew when her father woke up from the coma. Oh my God. Yeah, she's in touch with him. Your father called you a bulldagger. You don't worry about what your father says and all of that. Yeah. What does a bulldagger mean? I mean, you can still have a bit of style and have your own flair, and not look like everybody else on the street. You can still do that by maybe dressing differently, you know, dressing in a certain way. You can always do whatever you want to do. You know, I always wear dresses. I don't wear pants ever. I don't own a pair of pants. I always wear dresses. I have leggings, but I always wear dresses. So, and I always like colors. I always like bright colors where people go for dark colors and this and that. I always like bright colors. So you can do whatever you want to do. You know, I wear my evil eye in the pool. It's huge. And they all look at me when I get in the pool and out of the pool. Yeah, exactly. Get a wide berth. You can look different. You can look at how you want to look. You can wear your nice wigs and all of that. And you've got a very attractive face. All of you have beautiful faces. So it's about enhancing your face, enhancing your look, looking your best. Sometimes the piercings distract the beauty, and that's just coming from, you know, my generation. Sometimes the piercings distract the beauty. And if you want somebody to notice your beauty, they're going to notice your lips, your eyes, your smile. And you can invest in teeth, like enhancements, like straighteners and things like that. If you want your teeth, you know, more straightened, that's what I would do. You know, and it might sound superficial, it might sound too vanilla, but it's America, and, you know, and the visual matters, doesn't it? Yeah, everyone's very beautiful. Everyone has beautiful skin, beautiful face, beautiful hair, beautiful makeup, beautiful features. Yeah, everybody. But sometimes the piercings do distract. And if you have a red, like if people dye their hair pink, I mean, a lot of men who are liberal, they'll go for women who dye their hair pink or dye their hair weird colors. If you're blonde or just a regular color, blonde, brunette, highlighted, you know, even redheads are fine. That's fine. But if you go off in a weird color, like a purple or a pink, that's going to attract liberal men. Yeah. You know, I didn't have a good time dating American guys, and I don't come across as looking liberal, but I come across sometimes as looking high maintenance because I usually overdress. Like Meg's overdresses as well. Venusian, like not overdresses, but dresses up. You're more overdressed than underdressed. Sometimes that can it scares off the sketchies. It scares off the guys who don't have any money or have limited funds. They think you're high maintenance. And it's not necessarily true, you know. They think you're high maintenance, like if you've got a nice, even if it's a fake one, a nice Gucci bag or a Chanel or something like that. And I used to have this Chanel wrap, like this woolen wrap with real fur on it and things like that. Like people get offended by fur, they get offended by all sorts of things. But you want to get rid of the liberals if you're not interested in the liberals. There was one guy I met who I thought was a good match with me, but his mother got in the way. He was in Texas. His mother got in the way and started calling me Miss Australia and all this bullshit, like putting me down. Like, who does she think she is? She's Miss Australia. But he was nice. He was really, really nice. He was a total gentleman. He bought me cookies on the first date that he made and flowers and everything. So, you know, he was a sweetheart and a gentleman. Yep. But he dropped off because of his mother. You know, sometimes they're good guys, but they've got weirdos around them. Okay, let's go back to our super chats. What's a ball and dagger? A lesbian in old people's terms? Oh my God. No, the lesbians are, you know, a lot of the lesbians are more crusty. They're just like, I see them at the pool and they've got like, they look like they've been in prison. They've got those prison type tattoos and, you know, I don't like to judge, each to their own, but they've got weird haircuts. They've got one short side, one long side. They look rough. They're usually rough looking. They're not at all feminine looking. They're not at all pretty either. No, you're very pretty. All of the girls are very pretty here. We've got pretty girls in the chat. No, you don't look like a dyke. You do not look like a dyke. You know, you might attract, you know, women. You might attract women, but there might be different, you know, it's not because you look like a dyke. No. Absolutely not. And what, your father's not very nice, is he? Not very nice. Not very nice comments. Elaine, thank you for the 5. I do not like this job, my second one. Will I run into another one soon? Yeah, just take what he says with a pinch of salt. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He can't see you. He can't see you. He doesn't have eyes to see you. He can't see the woods for the trees, you know. Elaine, second job. You don't like this second job. Will I run into another one soon? I feel like you will. The IT could be a good option for you if it's just a second job. Yes, you're going to work independently. It's going to be good. You feel trapped where you are. Trapped in this particular job where you are. Patience will pay off. You're going to do something I'm feeling like it could be admin-ish, something very easy that you could do with your eyes closed. That's going to be okay. Something admin-ish. There's a British guy that has a YouTube channel that talks about easy jobs that can make you a lot of money, but they're boring. So if it's just money that you want, you could do one of these easy, boring jobs, and I think you'd be, you know, up to scratch for some of those. And he talks about the pros and cons of all of them. You might have seen him. You got your wish coming true here. The money's there. The Wheel of Fortune's there. You've got offers. Yes, offers. It could have been somebody that you were attracted to, not attracted to, that you were in touch with before. Could come back. Something that you've applied to before could come back around. You're feeling like whatever it is, the juice is not worth a squeeze. Something is not worth the money. So it might be what you're doing is you feel is not worth the money because it's not what you want to do. You are going to get your wish coming true, but you've got to identify what your wish is. Identify your wishes. Put your wishes back in order. Reevaluate your wish and what the actual objective is. Yeah, is it money? Is it just doing something easy? Is it something that you really like doing? Is it something that's going to get you somewhere else? So the objective has to be really nailed down. A bull dagger. A bull dagger. What a weird name for for a lesbian, a bull dagger. That's a weird name. Never heard of that before. Is that because they have a strap on or something like that? Ling the Aries, how are you, my dear, from Malaysia? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Amira. Will ST contact me this week or soon? What is next from him to me? Everything was great, but little problem happened last week. Thank you. ST. Okay. The message I'm getting with him is just act like nothing happened. Act like nothing happened. Happy-go-lucky Aries. Everything's fine. Act like nothing happened. It's all good. No, it's fine. That type of energy. Will he contact you this week or soon? Let's have a look. Will he contact you this week or soon? He feels like you might have been blunt with him or given him some sort of knock over the head, like a wake-up call or words of wisdom that didn't go down very well. I feel like he will come back soon. When is he coming back? Let's have a look. He's kind of licking his wounds. Is it going to be this week, November the 10th? November the 20th? It's looking more like November the 20th. That week, November the 30th. It's looking more like from November the 20th, that week onwards. So just let him sort of like lick his wounds for the minute and digest the situation. But I feel like he'll be back. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I remember you. Some of the handles have changed on YouTube. So if you had a different handle before, it might have automatically changed it. So you're coming up as Ling the Aries at the moment. It might have been something else before. Thank you. Love your deck so much. Lingitious, yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that name. Oh my God, Amira. That's a throwback. You're going to work it out. You're going to work it out. Elaine, you're going to work it out. Okay, Cassandra. Sorry, Cassandra. I've just seen your message. The issues with my child's father are getting worse. My daughter told me his spouse pulls her hair when she refuses to do it. Oh. Will my attorney get overnight stopped next court date? Well, I hope so. I hope so. Will your attorney get overnight stopped next court date? There's a bit of a standoff, but I feel eventually yes. Will it be by the end of the year? Yes. There might be some sort of standoff or some extra visit she's got to do to the psychologist or something like that. But I do feel like she'll get it. Yeah. What was the oh my God, Amira about Minchi? Oh God. Thanks, Ling. Thanks, Ling. Catch you again too. Thank you, thank you. Cassandra. I feel like your ex-husband's jealous. He's jealous you're getting your own way, or he's going to be jealous if you meet somebody else or when you're in a new relationship. We're back. We're back. I feel like he's jealous. I feel like he could get jealous of the idea of you having a new boyfriend, lover, partner, relationship. Yeah, he's definitely hasn't moved on psychologically from the whole thing. He still wants to, you know, feel like he's got a link with you through your daughter. Feel like he's a bit, he's got some sort of psycho issues. He hasn't taken accountability for what he did. He could be narcissistic for sure, and it's all about him. And he wants to have a part of you, even if he's not with you. It reminds me of a girlfriend of mine who had a husband she left, and he still wanted to have sex with her even though he got married to somebody else. That's what came up in my mind. So normally when samples like that come up in my mind, it means something. So yeah, I feel like he still has some sort of possessive attachment to you, ownership. He feels like he owns you. He feels like he wants to still be with you. And he would be still with you if he hadn't been such a jerk. Yeah, no, it'll never happen, so don't worry about it. You're going to move on. You're going to meet somebody else. You've got lovers coming in. You've got new happy family homes here as well. I feel like it'll be done by the end of the year. It'll be sorted. Something will be sorted to do with the visitation by the end of the year. Men who have this idea of possession, especially if they've been married to somebody who they had a child with, they still feel like they own that person, or they still want to have sex with them, even if they don't want to be with them. It's a sense of ownership, especially in narcissists. And they get obsessed about their exes and they want to destroy them, or they can't let go. Yeah. But I feel like you're going to come out on top of this. I feel like this, you feel like it's doom and gloom, and it's stressful. But I feel like you're going to come out on top of this, waving a flag of independence and peace. It's like, we're free, we won the war, that type of thing. It's like, yeah, we won the war, we're free. He's always going to see you as the one that got away, and the least contact you have with him, the better moving forward. And I feel like as your daughter gets older, she is not even going to want to have contact with the father. She's going to drift away. And the two of you are going to drift away. You will have peace, yeah. The two of you are going to drift away and be untouchable. And I feel like you're going to end up in a totally different state. You're going to have like this cookie cutter type of nice home family situation going on, and I would presume you're going to meet some nice guy, and it's going to be what you've always dreamed of, like somebody normal. It almost feels like Midwestern to me, like somebody from the Midwest. It could be somebody from the Midwest living in a state that you go to. Yeah, so I would just keep your eye on the horizon, keep your eye on your target, and just keep going for it. Do everything in your power to get it done, with your lawyers, with your doctors, psychologists, with everything that you need done. Yeah, inappropriate behavior and abuse will be ruled against. Yeah, there are good guys still out there. You just got to find them. There are. Yeah, there are. You know, it's abusive behavior. They're pulling the hair and all sorts of things. I mean, this girlfriend of mine that had the husband that came back kept trying to get corner her in the lounge room, bend her over the kitchen table, that type of thing. She ended up having to get rid of him by, I don't know if she invented the story, if she brainwashed her child to say it, but she ended up saying that he sexually assaulted her daughter, and she got full custody. That's how she did it. So these things can have an impact. I don't know how much of it was true, to be honest, because she was kind of a bit of a sociopath, but she was kind of a very charming one. She was a very nice one, but she definitely made some stuff up. She was a notorious liar, like a lot of Lebanese are. Lebanese, some of them are just really, they're the biggest liars. You're living in a country full of snakes. All right, what to expect in my love life, Mystique. And she did it in Australia, so it wasn't like she was in Lebanon, but still. Yeah, you'll date when you're ready to date, Cassandra, when all of this is done and dusted and there's a line drawn under it. You're going to draw a line under it, you're going to move, and everything is going to be settled. What to expect in your love life, Misty? Hi, Tamika. How are you, my dear? Who have you got in spirit that you want to connect with, Tamika? Just give me their names and when they're passed. What to expect in your love life, Misty? There is a man coming forward. I've got a Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces, or somebody with strong water. The Gemini is going to try again. He wants to travel. He might offer to take you on a road trip. But, you know, you've already been there and done that with these dudes, you know, like, I don't think they've really got anything else to offer. You know, you're going to be feeling like you're a bit stressed out by them. They're also going to come at you again. I wonder who the King of Cups is. I feel like it could be a P initial, like a Peter. First, second, or last name. It's a home, living situation, big attraction. Getting ice skating. I don't know if you go ice skating. Could be somebody you meet at the ice skating ring. Yeah, the Gemini loves traveling, yeah. But he's not marriage material. If he was, he would have already, you know, asked you to get engaged. Okay, well, the King of Cups is the marriage material guy. I don't think you've met him yet. The snakes, you're going to get rid of them. You've got the eye of protection on the snakes. Somebody's going to dangle an engagement around you, but you're going to feel like it's not actually real. It could be a trap. Yeah, I would just be very cautious and try to gain your independence so you don't have to go to live with the Gemini on occasion. And I wouldn't be surprised if your mum will have you back, like in your room from time to time. Like she might want you back there, but you don't want to be back there really. But if you had to go somewhere, you'd be better off just going to your mother's. Yeah, or finding another source of accommodation, getting your credit score sorted out. Thanks, Tamika. Irene and Alex from Latvia, grandparents. Okay. Could be ice or roller skating, but I did see an ice rink. Misty. Any messages for Tamika from your past over loved ones in Latvia? Okay. You've got to get up to 700. What's going on, Tamika? What's going on with your past over loved ones? They wish that they could have had you in Latvia with them. Or visit them there, or if they were in Australia, they could have been there or had you there for some time. They would have liked to have had you there for whatever reason. I don't know if there's still property or some sort of house or something that they wanted you to visit or that you visited them in, or some sort of property or housing that's still there. They're showing me a house, so I feel like they want you to, they would have liked to have given you some sort of property to live in instead of having to try to find property, you know, other properties to live in. They would have liked to have given you that. There's something to do with a fire. So I don't know if there's like a fireplace, a fire pit, some sort of barbecue fire going on. Something around your parents or your grandparents at the time. They're very, I feel like their spirit is in Latvia. So if they were in Australia for any time, I feel like they're in Latvia the roads lead to their home is what they said. So they've got this nice feeling of being in their home country. I see them showing me an icon. It could be like a religious icon of some description. So they could have been quite religious or had some sort of religious icon that they wanted you to have a look at. Like some of those Orthodox Christian churches have these nice gold plaques and icons and things like that. I don't know if you danced for them or there was some dancing that they saw you do as a child if you didn't meet them, but they can see you dancing and singing. But they're giving me the indication twinkle toes, so I don't know what that means to you. So there could be some dancing that they saw you from a distance doing. Any other messages for Tamika? Oh, you did dance. You might want to go back, you know, you might feel like you want to go back to Latvia or to visit Latvia again. You might feel like you want to, even though you like to go to the UK. You might feel that you want to go back to Latvia for whatever reason. There could be some other relatives over there, like cousins or things like that, that you might want to meet you, like aunts or cousins. You're thinking about taking a trip somewhere. The trip is definitely on your mind, and you're going to discuss it with whoever it is that you need to talk to about it, about the plans of it. Crossing the ocean, I don't know if they cross the ocean or you need to cross the ocean to see something new that you've wanted to see for some time. Your grandmother's sort of more stronger than your grandfather. They would have been in the times before the Soviet Union collapsed, so they would have had a very, you know, not an easy life. It would have been pretty basic, like basic food, basic situations. You know, it would have been pretty normal. They're saying that you've got a good life and to appreciate it, and you will be able to do whatever you want to do. So they're happy that you have this freedom that they didn't have. Yeah, because of the war. Yeah, exactly. So thanks, Tamika. Was there any other question you wanted to ask them? Any messages from Spirit? You know, they survived though. They survived, and I feel like, you know, they were okay with what they had. It's just very different to what we have today. Yeah. They did what they could to get, you know, their children out of there. Any messages from Spirit Guides for Mystique? Thank you, Tamika. Thank you so much. Spirit Guides for Mystique. I'm seeing like a ring of daisies. A ring of daisies. I don't know what that means to you, Mystique. Something to do with a ring of daisies connected. It could be something to do with the children on the bus. You're almost over that job for some reason. waiting to create something bigger and better. Your daughter's business is going to take off. You're going to get involved in that. That's going to be a big involvement. I've got some sort of message from some guides about the Crusades. So I don't know what sort of crusades they were, whether they were religious crusades or something in ancient history with boats and traveling over the seas, crusades. But there's something with being a warrior in battle, and that gives you the energy to keep going. You've got some sort of warrior in battle sort of in your spirit DNA. Also connected to France, I'm getting France around it. France and maybe Spain. And from past lives, you've come from a family with money. Yeah. It could have been some connection with nobility in Spain or France. It could have been Spain, because that could bring in the islands as well. Yeah. But this time you wanted to do it in America. It's like you've chosen this particular family to come into, because you are in a sense, you know, in the sense a chosen one and an empath. So a lot of empaths get born into difficult families. It just is what it is. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It's about learning the lesson and getting out of there, like overcoming it. Bougie. Exactly. And you will make the life that you want for yourself in this life coming forward. It will come together, the life that you want. But it's about priorities. It's about putting things in order of prioritizing. What needs to be done first, second, third, and fourth. Not getting distracted by different people. Okay. Any last calls, anybody? Have I missed anyone? Thanks for joining today, everybody. I didn't expect it to be a longer live, a longer sort of live. I might even start doing the, we're coming into December, aren't we? I might even do the 2026 videos soon. There might be some 2026 videos coming up. Thanks for that, Lisa. Thank you. November to November, yes, I think I did it. Thanks, Michi, for your moderation. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Venusian, as well. Hope you have some really good dates and meet this mystery guy that we've been waiting for you to meet for so long. It's about time he showed up. Thank you, Elle, for joining. Hope it all goes well with the boys. Thank you, Goddess 33, Maria, and everybody else. Tamika. Oh, Misty. Charms. It's like an adrenaline rush. It can be, yes, definitely. Charms for Misty. Let's get some names. Let's get some names. Okay, more money coming in. Saving money and more money. EJ, Jevy, Levy, Levy. That's a Jewish name. Or Levi, can not be a Jewish name. Levi. Jay, Jay. LA, Los Angeles. JJ. VA. You might meet somebody from the VA or who's in the VA. Or have that come up. LJ, JL, JJ, Y, EVA. Okay. There's a pot of gold here. I'm seeing that as a pot of gold today. Got a couple of coins for the money. It's looking good. Transformation is what you're doing right now. So you're waiting for furniture. Have you moved in yet? Or you're waiting for the furniture to get together? Some of the charities will bring you a free bed and a totally new one, a mattress. Depends what they've got. But you could appeal and see what you can get. Still a connection here with tropical birds, flamingos, potentially Florida, flight, maybe go in for winning a trip. Could be to LA as well. 2 transformational wasp and butterfly. And another butterfly up here. Eagle feathers. Watching out for signs from birds and butterflies. The tree of life. This is a time of transformation and moving forward. So the aeroplane's moving you forward. You might get a job at the airport or doing that airport shuttle again that I mentioned. That could also come up. But you might be, you've got the school bus job, which is a secure job. But you might get an airport job coming up. That might come up again over the holidays or something. It could be a part-time thing. Yeah, it could be a part-time thing. Even if it's winter in LA, it's nice. It's just like a little jumper, a little sweater, that type of thing. It's still nice. Yeah. It's still nice. I feel like you are going to probably pick up some hours over the holidays. Yeah, you are protected. You've got protection here. All the snakes are turned around. The ex-husband is definitely a snake. I'm getting the song Bojangles, or the name Bojangles. Somebody's going to promise you a gift, but they might not deliver. Yeah, they might not deliver it. You want to go for men who are high quality men. So you have to put yourself in that position and also be that yourself. You've got to be, have all your ducks in a row. Yep. Have all your stuff sorted out. No drama. Have all your ducks in a row. And high value men will come in. Men without drama themselves. Yeah, they're losing touch with you. That's why they're calling like crazy. Yeah, don't answer the phone. Like, what does he want? All these people are designed to throw you off your balance, Misty. Just don't even pick up the phone. Don't get involved in all this drama with your son, with the baby drama, with all of their drama. Don't get involved with it. Just stay right out of it. Just you, your daughter, do your businesses, do your work, do your credit score, do your furniture, do your decorations, your cooking, your business. Get rid of all of these, you know, crazy people and people who are taking your energy. Energy vampires, crazy people. What job is coming around to what you applied for? What jobs do we have? You can block them as well. You don't even have to ignore them. Just block them out. There's, you know, if something really disastrous happens, I'm sure the message will get to you. They'll call your daughter or something. I'm sure she doesn't put up with the shenanigans. You have to ask yourself why you get involved in the drama to begin with. They're just trying to keep tabs on you. That's all they're trying to do. All of them. All of them. Okay. It's an independent job. It's a job where you work remotely. It's something quiet that's not too busy. They could be reshuffling the work situation or reworking the program or something like that. It could be something that came up in the summertime that you applied for that will resurface now. Like they could be redoing the hiring or hiring again. It might have been a job that you were indecisive about. A man would have approached you about it. It could have been at a time where you weren't needing a job or wanting a job, or you already had too much on. It would have been at a time where you were maybe in a relationship with somebody or seeing a lover boy. I'm getting an R initial for the person that offered you the job or the lover, like a Roger, Rodney, something like that. R sounding name. Yeah, it's like a seasonal thing that might have happened and it's resurfacing, like they're coming back around. Hola Maria, ¿cómo estás, amor? I could believe it, yeah. So it could be something that hasn't been around for a few months. It might have been a summer thing and you might have just put your application in. They might have put applications on hold. They could have be taking on more people, expanding, and you might have already had enough on. You didn't really need to, I'm getting the word Indeed, so it could have been through the Indeed platform, could have been a message in your inbox that you haven't checked or something like that. All right. Thanks, Elaine. Yeah, you put in a lot. So it could be one of those ones that you haven't looked at. They might have replied and said, oh, we're going to review this later in the year, or we're going to do another intake around December or November or something like that. Oh, hi. Hola. Hola, Maria. Just stopping by, okay? No worries. Sin problemas. Okay. Buenas tardes. Buenas semanas. Hi, Beatrice. How are you? Thank you for the 5. How does T-Say feel about me this time? Beatrice. Whereabouts are you located, Beatrice? Are you moving tomorrow night? Oh, yay. Good for you. Good for you, Elaine. Good for you. Congratulations. We've got moves on the horizon. Beatrice, how does TC feel about you this time? Yay. Whereabouts are you located? Hola, Beatrice. How are you? He might feel like he has to give you gifts, or you're like a breath of fresh air. You're in Texas. He might be thinking about a gift to give you. Don't know why the gifts card popped out, but we've got to take it for what it is. Twin flame energy is hard. He's hard to get rid of. This guy is like a magnet. Or he feels like he's magnetized towards you. He wants passion, an open relationship, but he also has a love energy for you as well. He may not be available for a serious relationship, and he might be willing to give you gifts. So if he's somebody who has money, ask him for gifts, because he is, yeah, there's money there. Mature, destiny, destined to come back in. I don't know, he could help you get a home as well. I wouldn't worry about his feelings. I would just worry about what you want from him. He wants sex and control. He finds you very spicy in the bedroom. He wants, yeah, he wants sex and control. Open relationship, no commitment. So see what you can get out of him. Yep. I'll keep you updated about the court situation. Thank you so much. Cash App, Oracle, Amira. Michi, what do you got there? $10 candles just for tonight. We've got a candle special going just for tonight. We'll get those candles going. Would you like another coffee cup reading? Yes, I know. With the coffee cup readings, I just get lazy. It's like, oh, yeah, I've got to do the coffee cup reading. Yeah, I should. Well, there's one that I already did for November, for the Sag season, November, December. But I know that you're going to want another one. Yeah, because he just wants you to himself for nothing, Beatrice. So make sure you're getting something out of him, because he's not actually really wanting to give you, you know, the full package. Oh, that's good. That's good. Lisa, that's good. Oh, have a look on the YouTube channel. That it is there. The coffee cup is there for December, or for the Sag season, I think I called it. What do we got? Or was that an ad for me, an advertisement, Michi? You didn't have a question? Yeah, you have to change your handle back again. I don't know why they've done it to everybody. And it's confusing to me because I get all messed up with the names, you know. And then I forget, you know. Oh, advertising. Thank you, Michi. I'm going to do a card for Michi. Let's do a love oracle. Let's do a love oracle for Michi. What's down the road, Michi? What's going on? Young male, sports, sporty, youthful, cars. Your son might get a new car. Obstacles, pathways, blocks, friendship. Interesting read. You might meet somebody doing something sporty, like at a gym, but you feel worked at the moment, blocked to go because you've got too much on. Could be at some sort of gym situation. And if you don't like the gym, do something else like roller skating. I mean, you get some really cool people roller skating or doing something fun like that. If you like doing that for exercise or just walking around the park. Yeah, you might not have a lot of time. Or the aquatic centre is always good. You know how I love an aquatic centre. That one in Linwood is spot on. I wish I was there. It's so clean. Compared to what I've got now, I've got to pick between 2 dirty ones and a clean one. I'm getting a G, like a Gerard. Could also be a French name as well. Jerome, Gerard, Anton. I feel like your son is going to get a car, but she's trying to block him. That could be about him. Your career's going to go well, advancement, business success, and attracting a man who's got a career. Luck, chance, destiny, meant to be. Yeah, you're going to meet somebody. You've got to get yourself prioritized to meeting that guy. Okay, everybody, I think we've come to the end of our live. Lots of love and energy to everybody, and I will see you on the next live. Lots of love and blessings to all. See you soon. Ciao for now.